You right in front of you. OKC to 82 points which is a pretty low number in any game, let alone the conference finals. What did you see that you guys did defensively that was able to lock them down that way?
I'm not going to get into details, but in general, being more disciplined and just trusting the game plan even more.
Vic, it feels like being active defensive in terms of the hands and over here. It feels like being more active in the passing lanes has been a theme for you guys all season. How important has that been to have all 5 guys being active in passing lanes, being aggressive on the ball, just for a culture?
That's super important, and pretty much everybody would do that if they could trust that the rotations are there behind. But we got good individual defenders, so when we connect individual and team defense, it holds team to low-scoring numbers.
Hey, Vic, when you guys sort of play with that hit-first mentality, what sort of tone does it set, and how does it kind of carry over the course of a 48-minute game?
I feel like we, as you know, with who we are, we need to start games like this. But it really doesn't mean anything for the way it holds. I mean, it helps for sure, but it's a whole nother type of effort to be consistent rather than just hitting first.
Vic, to your right, those of us who watched you kind of mess around shooting half-court shots after shoot-arounds and practices, it doesn't seem like you make a whole lot of those when you're messing around. What did you think leading into that one, going into halftime?
I was just thinking shoot to score. I wasn't messing around at halftime.
He said he's really enjoying the adjustments. And I was curious for you in your first playoffs, how much have you enjoyed the game-to-game adjustments as a chess player yourself? How would you compare it?
There's definitely similarities, as in any strategy game. It's fun. It's very fun. In the playoffs, at some point, especially when a series drags on, everybody knows the other team like almost by heart. So it's different. I would say the coaches hold a lot of this load of the chess match. You know, the coaching staff, all the strategy. It's a lot. They do a lot of film. They work really hard.
Vic on the right, you said when you were sitting there the other day, we're going to find out what we're made of in this game. So one, did you wonder what the answer to that would be, and what did you find out tonight?
I didn't really wonder, no, because we didn't do nothing unexpected. But the truth is that we had never been in this kind of situation before. It was our first deficit in a playoff series. And we just responded, but it was nothing amazing. It wasn't magic. We just did what we needed to do, and the series is far from over. We got 6 more wins before we can rest.
In the first quarter, Devin had that block of McCain. Mm-hmm. Then he comes down court and feeds you for a lob dunk. Does that kind of sum up how good he's been on both ends in this series and in the whole playoffs?
It's hard to sum it up with just one play because his impact has been all over the floor on all kinds of areas and off the floor as a leader. So summing up his impact with just this play would not be fair to him.
Vic, after the last game, you said you needed to do a better job of essentially helping your teammates, and everyone around the team kind of says that you're hard on yourself. I'm wondering where that comes from, and then, how do you manage the last 48 hours in your first playoff run and not letting that get to you?
I don't know if I'm hard on myself. We all have high standards, and I know I have a lot of responsibilities, but I'm here for it. And yeah, it was better today. It wasn't perfect, but all of us, I'm talking like the whole organizations, we're gonna have to do things that we didn't sign up for. I'm an employee to play basketball, but I'm not an employee to talk to whoever and find out answers to. We're all gonna do things like that, and that's why, as I was saying, I need to find ways to impact the game in many areas.
Offensively tonight, Vic, how much of tonight was reacting to what the Thunder were doing defensively, and how much of it was you deciding from a certain moment, at the start of a possession, what you wanted to do, and then kind of dictating it that way?
It was a little bit of both. It's a balance we got to keep in. It's a balance that I think we had kind of wrong in earlier in this series.
You got to spend the last 8.5 minutes of the game on the bench because you guys were ahead by so much. Is that helpful to you at this point in the series to grab that much rest?
Yeah, of course. We'll get anything we get, any advantage, any edge, so we're going to use that. We need to rest.
Well, Victor Wembanyama is the advantage. He also had 5 assists, 8 rebounds, and look at the dish from Dylan Harper to Stephon Castle. He pinned that one in, and by the way, the turnovers have been turned around for the Spurs. All right, so the Spurs get the victory 103-82. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 2-time MVP, 19 points. But OKC turns it over 20 times. That's their most turnovers so far this postseason. The Spurs able to score 25 points off of them. And
Mitch is like, well, numbers better going right. Like, I don't know what hand you want to use. But to do all of that at 19, man, is truly amazing. Oh, great problem. What a good problem. Great problem to have. But to do that at 19, man, the sky's the limit for him.
Let's talk about what a guy's doing at the age of 22, Victor Wembanyama. He comes in first half, 22 points, like definitely set the tone from the very beginning. I'm just curious what you see internally in a locker room when this is a guy who knows, I got to have a great performance in Game 4. We got to tie it up. We don't want to go down 3-1 headed back to OKC.
Everything that you hear about Vic is true. He don't want to see blue light after like 9 o'clock. He reads books. He's not on his phone. Like real. Like this is real.
I haven't heard that one.
Oh no! Like
the blue light is real.
Like when we had games that end close to midnight, he come in the locker room, blue light glasses on. Like I got to get ready to get my recovery. Like he's like a 22-year-old doing the things that he does, and he truly loves the game. He truly takes care of his body. And out of all the things that he does in basketball, he's a better person. It's hard to describe the way that he is as a human being because he's such a phenomenal basketball player, but he's a better person than he is as a basketball player. And I know that's hard to believe.
Yeah. Let's talk about you guys coming into this game down 2-1 on your home court. You even it up 2-2. What's the mentality? What's the mindset shift going into Game 5?
We want to win every game. When we went 1-1 while we were there, some people told me like, or somebody asked me, "What's your game plan? What's y'all's game plan going into OKC?" And I'm like, "We want to win both games." I don't know what y'all talking about. We want to split. No, we're trying to win every single game that we step out on the court, and that's our mentality. And we got pit bulls back there that are going into every game thinking the same way.
Before you get out of here, has Pop, with you being down 2-1, or even before the series, has Pop come in that locker room say he needs some nastiness out of y'all? Some nasty.
Yeah, you play here. You play here. We lost Game 3, and I think that was Pop's been around like throughout the course of the season, but that was the first time he walked into the locker room and was like, "Nah, that's BS. That's not how we play basketball." And obviously he has some choice words for it,
sure.
but that was the first time all season that he came into the locker room right after a game and told us how he felt. And everybody felt that. Mitch was in there, B. Wright was in there, all the players down to the staff. You know how it is after a game. And that's the first time I've ever seen that. Like trainers, everybody's in there. We close the doors.
Let him go.
Yeah, we don't let anybody know what's going on in here, but that's the first time he opened that door. We see Pop come in, and it's like,
The Pop effect. Well, listen, the Pop effect worked. Your wife is from San Antonio. Is there family here? Maybe they can take care of the babies. You get some rest.
Family over
the
here.
whole family's here. Yeah, where's Reese? She was a baller too. Right. Hopefully.
Kids didn't come to the game tonight. She's like, Say was like, I want to watch it.
She want to be able to focus.
She wants to watch the game.
She's on Game 4. She knows.
Well, enjoy the win. A double-double for De'Aaron Fox. We appreciate you stopping by.
Go soak the
Big
puppies.
guard.
Rest, recovery, no blue light.
I'm going to have some blue light. I appreciate y'all.
See you in OKC.
Let's go back to the podium and hear from Victor Wembanyama, De'Aaron Fox's teammate.